Alright, now we're ready for adding our beans and our spices. I'm just going to add these guys. They soaked overnight, so should cook up real nice. And we're going to also add in our spices. So it's, like I said, it's salt, pepper, habanero, chili powder. What else we got in there? I don't think there's any secret ingredients. Huh? Okay, now we're going to add in the orange juice. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. This is their recipe. David and Andrea's was the first I ever saw that actually used orange juice. So I assume it's going to be for maybe a combination of flavor as well as breaking down the meat. Let's hope it tastes good. If anything else, it'll be a learning experience. We're always experimenting with chilies that we're making. Each year, Zach makes his Texas steak chili, and I make a vegetarian chili, and that's for we have an annual truck wagon, a family event, and it's also referred to as Carnivore's Delight. Yeah, we cook up just about any kind of flesh that we can. All right, I think we're take a look at the meat and see how that is. Yeah, it looks like it's ready to get turned. We put it in, I guess, about 10 minutes ago. Added some salt and pepper. So now we're just going to flip it over. And this is going to be a long cooking process once we put it into our pot. We'll be cooking for like 4 hours, I guess, somewhere thereabouts. It usually takes us about that long, even with our other recipes. Looks good. Okay, we're about ready now to add the meat into the chili. While we were waiting, I had added the orange juice along with about 2 cups of water. It was a little thick to begin with, and as we start cooking, obviously, some of the moisture is going to burn off. We got a good start here. It's a little full, so we may end up transferring some of this over to the other pot. But we'll see how much room we end up with here. Meat looks good, doesn't it, Zach?
Mmm.
All right, we'll see how tender this meat gets between the orange juice and the slow and low cooking that we end up with. So just like what David did, we're going to be adding the broth from the rendering of the meat. So I think we're going to have a real good base. And I know in our family too, just like Andreas, we love chili. Any time of the year, even during the heat of the summer, can't go wrong with a nice hot chili. Hot meaning spicy too, right, Zach?
Mm-hmm.
Although Ina's not too keen on spicy, but my brother-in-law Dave, he likes his spice. So does Jack. Got a lot of family that's into spice. And a lot of friends too that are into spice. Right, Ina?
Oh yeah. Good
Big-
spicy friends.
All right, yeah, I think we're going to have to transfer some of this over to the other pot. Zach, it looks done. What do you think?
It looks very done.
Show the viewers. Let's give it a little stir. We did have to add a little cornstarch to thicken it up a little bit, and the meat didn't break down as like I thought it would. You know, so some of the big chunks had to take out, shred up a little bit, and reintroduce. So we're going to give it a taste and see what we have. I think we got a winner. All right, so let's start preparing for canning. All right, so right now Zach's going to be scooping the chili into the mason jars, and then we got to leave 1 inch, according to David on the video on YouTube, we have to leave 1 inch from the top before sealing it up and canning it. Okay, now while Zach's filling up the mason jars, I'm going to be doing Andrea's job of using a wooden handle, making sure getting all of the air pockets out of the stew or the chili. All right, while we were off camera, we had some exciting things going on, like wiping the lid off, or not the lid, but making sure that the rim was clear of any juice or food or anything like that, so we'll have a tight seal when we prepare for canning. A nice tightness, snug lid, and I think we're ready for canning. What do you think, Zach? All right. See you on the other side. All right, I think this is about it. This pretty much, we're canning now. We've got a couple more jars waiting, and I think this pretty much sums it up. Zach's been at this. Fresh bread and good taste in chili. There's not much better you can squeeze out of this. So, from Zach,
Very, very good.
and from me, we say bye.
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 Bye-bye.